my ability to navigate the real world and my small world. And so I would ask viewers at home who have the luxury of not watching, if you're going to do so, do it intentionally and not passively, and know what you're in for, and know that especially if you're seeing someone that looks like you,
oh my God,
or that you can relate to, like every kid is my kid. If you're in a community of color, this will have could have a very acute impact on you. I just want people to know that, because you carry it around for years.
I think that's excellent advice, and that brings us to you, Dr. Verdier. There's a national trauma that Essie is getting to here. There's a national trauma that when we see it, it leaves
the one in green just said she's tired of seeing black people.
We talked about this a little bit
beat
off
up
air.
and killed.
Till,
which implies
Till,
what?
The story. Why did Till's mom want him to be seen in the state that he was in, destroyed in that way? And that is the clear message that this is the reality still in the world and in America. So if you watch this, don't watch it as a voyeur. Watch it knowing what you need to know, and that we cannot be desensitized to these things that are happening all the time, the school shootings, gun violence, and so on. It becomes a story for a few minutes, and then we move on to the next one.
Are you kidding me?
We should not be moving on from this, because this is about the life of a person that is gone horribly.
This is about you exploiting that
life. Does watching it desensitize us because we've seen too many of these?
Because we're all the same person?
To understand the full horror of it. And
because we've all had our hair pulled up over our head and had a cop knee us over and over again?
Particularly what the black community was saying about what happened with police until they saw videos, but we always knew what was happening, right? But for those of us who, again, we know the truth, we know that this happens too often, how are we supposed to believe that a video makes a difference when it keeps happening? If there's no systemic change, why are we, sort of sitting back and doing this ritual? It's like only in America do we watch mass shootings, our kids getting killed, police brutality, and we're like, wow, that's terrible.
Because you keep showing it with your asinine commentary.
Yeah, but remember also that there are many places in the country where they talk about there shouldn't be black history, critical race theory, and so on. So I don't want us to become party of, okay, let's bury this. We know enough about it. We don't need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. We need to see the horror of it, so that this is a call to arms for peaceful demonstrations.
God forbid
so
they
that
tell
people
people
can
to watch it like a detective
and make some real changes
to actually
when we
figure it
have
out.
this systemic sort of racism.
Yeah, I mean, you two have just captured the conundrum. Right there, that's the conundrum. Are we seeing too many of these? Are we not seeing it enough? Do we want to face the horror? I mean, what they're doing,
you feel good about that?
In releasing it, is they say they're doing it for transparency. I think they've been quite transparent. I mean, in other words, they've arrested the police officers, they've charged them, they've described the appalling nature, as they called it, of this tape. I'm not sure I actually need to see it with my own eyes, but I'm going to.
Well, as a journalist, that makes so much sense.
I already applaud them for that.
Yeah, and they were quick, too. And I think they maybe learned from some past mistakes about being quick and on it and not waiting for public outcry to demand it.
That's right.
That's the good news.
That's right. When they demand it, if you have to demand it, then it says that you're trying to hide something, so you better put it out there.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah. Friends, thank you very much. Okay, so up next, in the world of politics, there's a new battle tonight over who will take command of the culture wars. We're going to discuss next.